are inside of Bybit, but we're inside the spot side of Bybit. So you do have the two options here. We've got our trading with spot, and we've got a trading with our futures over here. So this time we are in our spot trading account. And so right here you can see we've got Bitcoin, and I've got my first Bitcoin trades in here already. So basically what I'm going to show you what we're doing is how to place a spot trade, how I keep track of my spot trades, and an extra special hack to show you how to work out your buy limits and all of your loss limits and everything like that. So let's have a look. So first thing you'll notice that your order book looks a little bit different to your futures, so we don't obviously have as much margin leverage here. So we're actually just trading pure spot here. There's no leverage at all, so you can ignore the margin part. And then we've got our orders here, and then basically it's a little bit different the way we have to place the orders. So I've got my Bitcoin here. If you want to see what other assets you've got, you can see them down here under assets. So that's one of the other big things that you'll notice that's difference between futures and spot, is that you don't have a running profit and loss the same way you do with futures. All you do is have a record of how much you own in your portfolio. So I will show you how I track that as well. So under current orders here, you'll see we have to have a stop loss as well for everything. So we have to manually do our stop losses, but I'm going to show you how to place a trade right from the start. So if you have a look at my portfolio here, it's a very basic standard portfolio. I've got Bitcoin, I've got some Solana, I've got Avalanche, Ethereum, and I do have a little bit of WIF. So I'm going to show you how to buy another meme coin to add to my collection. So today we're actually going to order some PayPay, because everyone's got to have a balanced portfolio. Can't have all like the fun. So we're going to go up to here, type in Mr. PayPay, and I'm going to make him a favorite so he comes up on my list. PayPay. So I've established that we're going in a downtrend, we're having a higher high. So this is a bit of an aggressive trade because usually I'd probably like to see it push through here a little bit, but for example's sake, we're gonna go ahead. So first thing we want to do is we do have limit or market. So say you did think it was going to come down a bit, you could place a limit order. Just for ease of sake today, we're going to market order. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to buy $1,000 of PayPay. Yay! And so the thing here is that you have to manually add your stop loss. There are two different ways to trade with HyroTrader. So you can trade with no stop loss, but you have a maximum amount of 3% of your portfolio per trade, and then you can trade with no stop loss. But if you're trading with more than 3% in your position size, you must use a stop loss. And you have 3 minutes to add those. So what we're gonna do is go to sell, because we're buying, we need to sell stop loss. The trigger price, I'm gonna put just below this local low here. So it's gonna be 0.0000963. So let's do that. And what we really need to do is it's going to be a market, because we do not want to risk our stop losses with limit orders. We always want to market order our stop losses. And I'm going to sell 100% of our PayPay at this price down here. Sell, stop loss, market. Always double check. Perfect. And so the easiest thing I do is that I'm going to add my position on here so you can see it. So it's a long position. And if you look under trade history, we just bought it. Fill price 102.55, 102. Close enough for me. And then my stop loss is down here. So stop loss is 9630. 96. It's close enough to down there. Perfect. So now we can see on our screen where our orders are, because unlike futures, there are no lines, there's no current price, there's no entry or exit on anything on the screen. So this is the easiest way that I find to add those on the screen so they're easily seeable. So now we see in my assets, we've got my Pepe. Ignore the euros, they're just part of the demo account. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Avalanche, WIF, and then my Pepe. Awesome. So this is not the easiest way to kind of see your portfolio. So what I've done is I have a couple of different ways to show the portfolio, and a couple of little tips and tricks I can show you to make it more easy to follow. Okay, so this is my portfolio tracker that I just put together. So this is a good way to kind of help you track your portfolio losses and everything, because they're very strict with how much you can lose per day. Okay, so the rules with HyroTrader is that you cannot lose more than 3% in any one trade, and you cannot lose more than 5% total between all of your trades. So they're very strict to these rules. If you fail these rules, you fail your account. So I've got a $25,000 account. My max daily loss for all of my trades is $1,250, and max loss per trade is $750. So with my portfolio, I've put that all together. The most important thing you'll want to have a look at is this area over here. So we want to see our portfolio percentages of the drawdown. So the way I've set it up is that I've put in all of my purchase costs, all the fees, the transactions, the stop loss, the percentage stop loss, and the dollar value. So basically, when you add up the total max loss for this account, it equals, that's how much is left. So that is that amount minus the total amount here of the drawdown minus the max daily loss. So you can see here I've got $631 like left. So obviously you really don't want to be too close, because that's always dangerous, but I do feel like I've got a little bit of room left, so I decided to go for the Pepe trade. And so what I do is I'm going to pull the numbers over from Bybit, and I'm going to put them in here. Purchase cost, which you'll find under your trade history. So I use the trade history and then to fill in all the numbers, and then I use the stop loss to get those stop loss numbers. Perfect. So let me just fill those in. Okay, so you've seen I've just inputted all those numbers there. It's so low, you can't even see it, but it is there if you have a look underneath. And then it does pull out the correct stop loss when you're over here. All my stop loss is here. This is the stop loss as a percent of the amount, and then it gets broken down into the percent of your total portfolio. So basically this is the number that we're really worried about, because we really cannot have this more than 5%. Ideally you really don't want it much more than close to that, because you want to have some wiggle room. You could also use this to work backwards if you wanted to. So say you wanted to just have a flat 5% stop loss based on your position size, you could actually put 5% in here, and then it would work out backwards. You could change the formula to give this as your amount of stop loss if you wanted to use a flat stop loss on your portfolio. I prefer to just use levels on mine, and so I use the local low and then just slightly under that, just in case we do get a retrace. But yeah, there's many different ways you can use a tracker like this. It can break down all of your different information and just give you a much better control over all of your drawdown positions, because there's not actually a desktop tracker inside of HyroTrader yet for spot trading. So this is a good way to kind of keep your own track of all of your drawdowns in your spot portfolio. There's another hack I use to keep a live update of my spot account, and it's to use a portfolio tracker. So there's lots of different trackers that you can use. This is just the one I use, and it's free. So I just use CoinMarketCap. So CoinMarketCap, very famous site, does give you all the different cryptocurrencies, their local prices, gives you the top 100, top 1,000 of all the different things. If you haven't checked it out, definitely highly recommend CoinMarketCap. They also have socials as well that you can go in and get the latest crypto news. So if you haven't checked out CoinMarketCap, definitely check it out. So I'm going to CoinMarketCap. I've joined with my account. Then you can go to watch list and then portfolio. So we're in portfolio right now. So what you do is when you've got new positions, you can put them into your tracker. So I've got 2 new positions today. I got 2 new meme coins, so I'm going to add those as transactions. Just added my dog with hat. I'll just show you, let's do the PayPay. The quantity is the amount that you'll find under your final assets. So if you go into Bybit, you go to assets. So the number you want to input into the final number is what you'll find under assets, because that's the final amount that you're going to get after your fees. So I'm just going to copy this. Cool. And we got PayPay. Paste it there. We have fee, which is like 99 cents. So if we're going to trade history, you'll find your field price, which is this one. Cool. See, so that adds the same thing, and now we've got our portfolio. Yay! So here you can see it gives you a breakdown for your percentages, and it will show live updating prices, and you can see your live updated prices here. So that's one of the easiest ways to show your spot portfolio in a live tracker, as opposed to trying to keep track of it inside of a spreadsheet. But you do need the spreadsheet to just kind of keep track of these numbers for your challenge. Yeah, so that's how I facilitate using Bybit for spot trading with my portfolio calculator, and then my live prices in the portfolio tracker using CoinMarketCap. Yeah, any other questions, or if you want a copy of my Excel spreadsheet, just drop me a comment and I'll be able to get it to you. So have a good day.